Mama spoiling for. Mama spoiling for. Then activate it. Some kind of way I can get it. Mama spoiling for. Some kind of way you can do it for me. Mama spoiling for. Yeah. Some people go sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up.
Good morning, generation changers. Good morning. Good morning, generational thinkers. Good morning. We will project the future and we deliver the future. Good morning and thank you for being here. My name is Yaseni Maimpeye. I'm the Secretary General of ANC Global. I am honored to be part of this experiment. The experiment to change Liberia. That every child born in Liberia can benefit. That every child born in Liberia, in and out of Liberia, to a Liberian parent can maximize their God-given talent to be anything they want. It should not matter their tribe, their county of origin, their sex, or their complexion. But we'll be given a clean sheet when they're born and be supported to maximize their God-given potential. That's why you're here, because I know that's why I'm here. That's why I support Mr. Cummings, because we saw virtue in him, and that's why we're here, to use him as a vehicle to start anew, that a new dawn will arise. The 2021 Global Convention has been called to order. May I get a motion to adopt this agenda, to use it as the working document today and archive for future references? May I get a motion?
If I can obtain a second to move.
It has been first and second, it has been moved and seconded. That's, can you come up? First of all, let's have a moment of silence, and then you can pray to start the convention. Yeah, come on. So let's take about 30 seconds, moment of silence. Thank you.
Shall we pray? Father, we thank you this morning. We glorify you for your people. Thank you for this assembly. We pray that the power of the Holy Ghost will inspire everyone today, that our discussions, our decisions will be approved by you. Bless us as we go along. Help us as we make decisions for Liberia. Help us as we work to put our people together to make our country great. We appreciate you. Let your will be done in Jesus' name. Amen.
Welcome remark by Mrs. Norman, Vivian Kowu Norman.
Excuse me.
Yes.
There was a motion. The vote for the adoption of the agenda was not tested because.
Okay, I get it. That is correct. That's just the Robert Rule of Law. So it was moved and seconded, but we need, because it's a convention, we need to count all those for and whatever your position is. That said, is the DSG around?
Yes.
Okay, great. Can we take account of those who think that we should use this today? So let's say all those who say yay, raise your hand, you will be counted, or let's take a name, because we need to, right? Okay. So let's read the agenda first, then we can, how you could, because I did not.
And the agenda is a change. I'll share it.
Yeah, share.
Okay. You want to? Okay, great. Oh, thank you. Okay, the agenda is on the screen. So please read from it instead of me reading it. So let all of us see it together and go to peruse it together. Okay. And quick housekeeping, please, at this point, let's give our undivided attention to while we are here. If you would please turn off your phones, or will it want solids? If you don't know how, just raise your hand or call somebody to help you out so we can't have any interruption. Okay, yes. Just when we get it, let me know.
So we're gonna have the,
Yeah, let's go on. Let them go through the agenda.
so
Okay.
each table has the agenda as well, as the agenda on the screen. So we will go ahead and
Yeah.
read it for those, that may not have the agenda.
I think it's also on all of the tables. Okay.
So if anyone, needs a copy of the agenda or need it read. If not, we're going to go ahead and move on with the welcome from the Director of Programs. So give me a second.
We first need to take,
Oh, that's it, yes.
yeah, the people who
Um,
have, yeah.
So everyone has seen the agenda. Can I get a motion for us to adopt the agenda as
Madam
read or any?
We already did. So what we need to do is test it.
All in favor of the agenda? as
Raise your
read,
hand, we
raise
will
your
walk
hand.
around and count how many ever people are. Okay. Okay, but you have to keep your hands up because we want to know who's here. And yes, yes,
SG,
yes.
the reason why I called your attention was that I had unreadiness.
And state your
My
readiness.
unreadiness is we need to add to this agenda time allocation slot for regions. Okay, so that we will not stay too long here talking across the floor. So that members who are here and their regional chair will be able to juggle the time between themselves as they go. Because there are other people here who are new. So I'm proposing you give every region at least 25 minutes. Or if it is too long, we can work it out. But the idea is that so that the region chair will know who in his region, who will be allowed to talk in this meeting, and at what time they're going to be talking. Because if we leave it open at this and we got new people among us, maybe people will start bringing some old idea that we've been working on, and then it will take too long. And the second thing is that, SG, why I'm on the floor, is that I have a question. We are in a meeting. I don't want nobody telling me, I ask the people in the front to talk. Can you please let me say?
Okay, hold
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, why I'm on the floor.
on. 1 second, sir. Okay, here, what we're gonna do. We're gonna.
Point of order. We did have the rules of the convention to be adopted, and so maybe what we need to do is move that up in the agenda and have that adopted to control the discussion from this point forward.
All right, I was just going to ask the chairman. This is our convention. This is where we discuss important issues of our organization. Is it right for us to have people doing live and taking pictures of,
I think-
what you call it, of everything that we're talking here?
That's, Mr. Ganda.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anderson, we're gonna, yeah.
So what
Let him finish.
one second.
My name is Alexander Cummings, and I want to work with honest men and women to change Liberia for the better. I want to open the doors of governance to all capable persons. I want to use the collective brain power of all of our men and women. I want to build a nation of self-sufficiency. I want to build an environment that thrives on and promotes a vibrant Liberian.
So do we have readiness now with respect to the agenda?
Yeah, I'm done.
So,
Then test the agenda.
Okay, so the agenda that's been read.
hold on. Mr. Ganda,
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read the agenda that we have, so everyone will know what's on the, we are going to read the agenda, so everyone can know what's on the agenda.
So, but Vivian, since you have the most precise,
So we're gonna read the one that's on the list,
and then just read it off the screen.
so everybody can know what's coming. As soon as the agenda is put up on the screen, we'll read it, we'll go through it quickly, take the motion, and then take the vote, and go forward. So that everyone, we can all know what's exactly on the agenda. Okay, so the agenda, the meeting has already been called to order by the Secretary General. We've already had the prayer. Next on the agenda, scroll up, Vivian. Will be welcome remarks by Director of Programs, Mrs. Vivian Sandola Norman. Roll call by the Deputy Secretary General, Bendu Washington. Reading approval of the agenda, the DSG, Bendu Washington. Opening statement by our standard bearer of the Alternative National Congress, ANC, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. Initial floor business, adoption of convention's rules of order, 15 minutes max. A 5-minute break. Reframing leadership training, 1 hour by eminent person Dwalu Kaisu. 30 minutes break for lunch. The annual reports will take 30 minutes total. The board report by the chairman of the Board of Advisors, Mr. Jenkins, board member Jenkins Cooper. The chairman's report, ANC Global Chair, Chairman Mr. Elias Munger. Financial report by the National Finance Committee, Mr. Eugene Bedell and Dr. Joel King. The executive community briefs updates, 5 minutes max. Functional vice chairs, Secretary General, Mrs. Cindy Martin
Pronounce my name.
I'm looking at you. Peye.
Thank you.
Thank you. You don't try to tell me now. I grew up on the mission, y'all. Sorry. The Vice Chair of Strategic Support, Strategic Chair Dave Wilson. Vice Chair of Chapters Development and Membership and Mobilization, Vice Chair Linus Perkins. Then Regional Vice Chairs. Europe Region Chair Paul Chalople. East Region Chair John Mawolo. South Region Chair Rosalind Cooper Sayon. Midwest Region Chair Melvin Logan. West Region Chair Nawali Washington. And we'll
Keep going. She's in the back.
Wings Chair, Women's Caucus Chair, Madam Younger Yenu. Global Youth Movement Chair, Mr. Duke Estrada. There will be a 5 minutes break. Elections will then begin. 45 minutes max by the Elections Commission. Elections rules and guidelines will be read. Campaign speeches by the candidates. Contest their roles. 5 minutes max each. ANC Global Co-Chair and the Women Caucus Chair. Those 2 positions are being contested. Electronic voting will begin. White ballot, non-contested roles. Introduction of candidates, 30 seconds each. Elections results. Closing remarks by our host chapter. Adjournment of general meeting by the Secretary General. So the agenda has been read. A motion has been made to adopt the agenda as read. We will take the vote. Oh, go ahead. You want to take the vote? Go ahead. Okay, vote. All in favor, please say aye and raise your hands. Aye. Any opposed, put your hands.
Better yet. Last we can stand before we will count the number to make sure that you can. Okay, you can count that out.
Okay. Okay, everyone raise your hand, please. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, are there any opposed? If there are, please say no and raise your hands. Anyone Yes, go ahead, sir.
On behalf of the Election Commission, we just want to have some certainty. Those who are voting are all paid members. Is that right?
Yeah.
Everyone in this room is certified and eligible to vote?
No,
This should be everyone you loaded into your system.
no, it's going to be one system. That's going to be eligible. Because some
Everyone
people-
loaded into your system.
Manny, okay.
All the members are allowed to come in and be here, but only those voting your system can vote.
Correct.
Yes, so you have the roster.
Because there was a voter registration cutoff.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna now have the welcome by Mrs. Vivian Lrtn.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Vivian Sindolo Norman, and I'm the Director of Programming. I would like to say thanks to all of you for taking your time off your busy schedules to be here. But I would also want to ask our chapter, someone from our chapter to come and give a proper welcome. I feel like they are here, and so they should welcome us. Where's Mr. Wright? Right here? He working? Okay, someone from the chapter.
So for them, on behalf of the Caroline's chapter, we want to say welcome, big welcome to you all, and hope you have a wonderful time in experiencing Caroline's Southern hospitality. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would also like to welcome our stand-up bearer, who makes all the sacrifices whenever we tell him we need you in wherever. He's like, what time, what date, I'm going to be there. So the welcome that I want to give is for all of us to really stand up and give him a warm welcome. Stand up. And also, let's welcome our board of directors. If there is someone in here representing them, that would be great. Our chairman of ANC Global, I think he deserves a little bit of a hand. All right, all right, all right. I'm just going to give everyone a few housekeeping rules for how things are going to work today. Not the code of conduct, to stand corrected. There are copies of your agenda on your table, so every table should have at least one copy of the agenda. It's printed double-sided. So if for some reason you think it's cut off, it's not, just turn the page back and you'll see that there's something on the back as well, okay? If your table does not have at least one, please reach out to me, I'll make sure you have it. Any questions? All right. Also, breakfast is still being served. I know there are some people who came a little later, so if you get hungry now or maybe later, feel free to go to the breakfast bar, grab yourself something to eat. We also are going to have tea and coffee and water, no alcoholic beverages, but there are hot and cold beverages back there in the kitchen. Feel free to go grab yourself something. And then bathrooms are at the very back of this hall to the right. Both ladies and men bathrooms are on the right-hand side. The chapter and convention leaders wanted to let you guys know, all chapter leaders who brought your payments, you know what we're talking about, do not give it to Wanty. She doesn't want to have money in her hand. So please, and we have made this known, you guys have had all of the information on where to make your payments. Please submit your payments online, okay? So none of the chapter members here from North Carolina, neither the convention committee is collecting any of the money that we were supposed to bring. Again, the money will be paid to Global. You have that information. If for some reason you forgot, we have a QR code here, and I think they have where to make payments. All right? When everyone came in, you did your name tag, and there's a liner right here. In the back of it, it has a little card inserted in there. And that card has 2 QR codes. So as we go throughout the day or even tonight, you can actually allow people to scan and register. We want to make sure that we're collecting data on everyone. You know, I hear you're on the chat. Did y'all collect get data collected. The other one is also to scan to be able to follow us on social media. You know, I saw that SB has a Twitter account and he's tweeting every single day. So make sure you connect with him so you know what's going on. Now, if you brought checks, right? Because there are still people who are giving checks. That's okay. Even if you brought cash, we will take it. Make sure you give it to Dr. Joel King. In the back, Dr. King, please stand up so they can see that right there. So if you brought physical cash, if you brought checks, LD, US, whatever you brought, give it to Dr. King. Give it to Dr. King. But if your payments are electronic, please, please, please pay online. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to all of us having a great time.
Okay, so we just want to update everyone. The address for the business meeting is at Oak Grove Church, 4013 Newtown Road, Wausau, North Carolina, 28173. So if you're intending on coming through, please come through. We're still here. Thank you. So now on the agenda, we're going to go through roll call. We're not going to have everyone say their name, but we're going to call you all by function areas and then also by chapters. So when I Okay, so we're going to first of all go with the Eastern region. So if everyone from the Eastern region, the Delaware Valley chapter, please stand. Thank you. DMV. That's all of DC, Maryland, and Virginia. New York and New Jersey. Rhode Island. Anyone from Rhode Island? Okay, we have someone. Thank you. We're going to go to the Midwest region. Anyone from Canada? Okay, we have someone from Canada. Yes. Indiana. Okay, Indiana. Iowa. Michigan. Minnesota. The Dakotas. Wisconsin. Okay, we're working on Wisconsin. We're going to go to the southern region. Florida. Oh, Chicago? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't have. Oh, let's go back to the Midwest. Chicago. Okay, so he's in the kitchen. He's working, we'll say. Okay, so I think that's it for Midwest, right? Yeah. Okay, so now to the south. We've done Florida. We're going to go to Georgia. Okay, Kentucky. Anyone here from Kentucky? They're coming. Okay. Tennessee. Texas. Africa West, Arizona. California. Yay! I'm from California too, y'all. Okay. Okay. We're gonna acknowledge the Europe region, Australia, and China. They're not here. However, they are active and pay their dues and do all of they're in the meetings. So we want to acknowledge them publicly and recognize. So let's clap up for those 2 chapters. Oklahoma. Are there any other chapters that we did not call? Oh, Liberia.
We're not a
No,
chapter.
you're not a chapter, but you're here. We're happy to have the delegation from Liberia here, representing strong with our standard bearer. So I have to call one other person only because you'll know why when I say it. Alabama. Who's here from Alabama? So thank you for the roll call. I hope everyone has been acknowledged. We are happy that all the chapters are here represented, and we look forward to getting bigger and growing bigger. We're going to now go into our opening statement from our standard bearer of the Alternative National Congress, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings. Welcome to the stage. Hold on.
All right. So I got to be careful what I say. I can't talk about ya.
You can free fall with that, that's fine.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's better. I hope everybody had their coffee and tea and Coca-Colas, right?
Yep.
But it's wonderful to be with the ANC Global. Let me acknowledge Alaric Tukba, my special guest. Alaric, if you want to acknowledge you. I also want to acknowledge that Weddy Elliott Branell, who's here with me from Liberia. Weddy and I go back a long way. She doesn't like me to say this, but we actually went to high school together.
Oh, wow.
So it's been many, many years, but we won't say how many. Right. But again, it's good to be with you. This is an exciting time for the ANC, for ANC Global. I want to acknowledge all of you for your commitment, for your support, for your belief in our country, because this is about Liberia. It's not about any one individual. You know, I keep saying that no change our country. Our country will be changed if we all collectively work together to change Liberia. You know, the suffering that is happening in Liberia today does not discriminate. It doesn't care whether you're a man or woman, whether you're young or old, whether you're Christian or Muslim, whether you Gola, Gio, Crown, Grebo, Loma, it doesn't matter. And by the way, we don't choose any of those things. You don't choose your tribe. You don't choose when you're born. You don't choose your gender. So those things should give us no more or less advantage than anything else, because it's not a choice. And this is why, again, we have to collectively come together. We have to unify, we have to reconcile if we want to change Liberia. I keep reminding us that Liberia will not change because we talk it. Liberia will not change because we wish it. Liberia will change because we do the work.
That's right.
Because we make the sacrifices. Liberia will also not change if we keep doing the same things and expect different results, which is something somehow we do over and over, and somehow we expect magically that things will change. It will not change. And Liberia will only change if we change the system. Just replacing one person with another person will not change our country. We've proven that, haven't we? So we got to replace, the system hasn't worked. Liberia is 174 years old, the oldest republic in Africa, and is among the poorest countries in the world, with lots of natural resources. That should not be. So we have to think about how can we holistically do things differently and change our country. And it starts with each of us as individuals. It's not about waiting for somebody else to do it. It's what are you doing to change things in your life, that when we all do things differently, it will change our country. We have to do things differently, and it starts with each and every one of you here and anybody listening to my voice. That is a collective effort to transform that country. But it can be done.
That's right.
We can do it. We can change Liberia. I've had the blessings and the opportunity to live in many other countries, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, the US, the UK. And I can tell you they're not any smarter than you and I. But it's about leadership, it's about discipline, it's about sacrifice, and things begin to change. And it's not just about political leadership. It's leadership in the church, in the mosque, in civil society. All of these institutions need to change and be transformed. And we have to think about it holistically, you know. And if we do that, we can and we must change our country. As we go into 2023, it is a tipping point for Liberia. The choice is stark. There's sort of three choices in my mind. We can sort of do more the same. That's one choice. We can go back to the future. That's another choice. And everybody knows same or back to the future. Or we can choose a different direction and go forward. And I know as a people and as a party, we're going to vote for real change. Substantial. It will not be easy. Nobody's going to give power on a silver platter. We got to work for it. We got to earn it. The system will fight. The system will push back because we're going to threaten the system. But we got to be resilient. We got to be tenacious. We got to be undeterred. We got to be determined to change. We have to. We have to change Liberia for the benefit of future generations. So again, I thank you for your presence here today. I thank you for your belief and support. We'll work hard every day to live up to the commitments and your belief and support. And I know working together we can change our country. So God bless you. God bless Liberia. Thank you very much. And we didn't say anything bad about ya.
Thank you. Thanks to our standard bearer. You know, I must just love ANC. Because since COVID, something happened to all of my shoes and my clothes. I don't know what happened. But everything shrank. I don't know. Yes. So now we're going to move on to our initial floor business.
Okay, before we move on, we just want to let everyone know that Liberian Radio Television Network is covering the weekend event. They're being live screened in Liberia and here, and all around the world. So and we want to say thank you to them because they took initiative to call, and we call back, and that's the Liberia we hope to build. You have a talent, bring your talent. Let's build the house. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so now.
My name is Alexander Cummings, and I want to work with honest men and women to change Liberia for the better. I want to open the doors of governance to all capable persons. I want to use the collective brain power of all of our men and women. I want to build a nation of self-sufficiency. I want to build an environment that thrives on and promotes a vibrant Liberian private sector. I want to ensure that we are a nation where education is key in all of our national development priorities. I want to create and nurture a development agenda that ensures our young people have jobs when they graduate from school. I want to create an environment where our women have access to equal opportunities in every aspect of our society. I want to promote a system that uses our country's natural resources for the benefit of all. I want to see our country flourish beyond our wildest imagination. We are capable of doing it if we work together. We may not all agree all of the time, but we can set aside our differences and work towards charting a new course without the infighting, backbiting, and backstabbing. Whether you're a member of the ANC, ALP, LP, or UP, we must channel our support for individual candidates into championing our collective objective, defeating the Weir administration in the 2023 presidential and legislative elections, and ushering in a governance more prepared, more capable, more experienced, more skilled, and more honest men and women. With your help, we can move Liberia to being a better country. I thank you. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
My name is Portia Kamara. I am the co-founder and executive director of the Multicultural Community Family Services.
And we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We just left the hall to where they're having a business session, and according to those who are in charge of that, everything cannot be on camera. So the little bit they gave us, that's what we did. So we want you to keep following us. We are in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm not allowed to hear go outside there. Finish go there outside here. But it's nice to be out here, and I'm here with Amanda Wright, where we went yesterday for the meet and greet. She has a nice flower store over there. I ate the flower store. It was so nice. Yeah, it's so nice over there. So we have Amanda here, and they live in the Carolinas, and they're the one organizing the whole entire program. So, Amanda, what you guys want to achieve? What you expect to achieve for the whole convention thing?
Yeah. This convention is one of the biggest. It is unusual. As the convention manager for 2021, I brought a lot of twists into this to make it different, to make it fun, as well as raise enough money for our initiatives in Liberia. I We are excited because the tickets, we sold a lot of tickets. They're just about sold out, and the people will get their money's worth. We know that we're going to meet our goal and exceed it because we work really hard, and we have some dedicated people that are coming to support.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about some of the different things you guys are doing? I know yesterday was a meet and greet. Today was the business. They're having a business section.
Yesterday we had the meet and greet at my home. It was well attended.
Yes, well.
It was a bonfire meet and greet.
Oh, the
Something
flower
that
sauce.
that
The flower
different.
sauce.
The flower sauce was really good. We had shish kebab, anything you can think
I
of.
didn't see all of that. What was going on with that?
I think you were busy on
Yeah,
on,
on the flower sauce.
on the palawa sauce, yes. But everything was really good. Today, Saturday morning, we're here at the business meeting, and we're gonna be here for a couple of hours. After that, we'll go home and get rested and get ready for 6 o'clock tonight, and the show will begin. I promise you, it's gonna be awesome. Come, you will get your money's worth. We're gonna leave an impression on you. It's gonna be a memorable weekend.
Let me ask you something. Why are you supporting Mr. Cummings?
I'm passionate about Liberia, and I've seen a lot of candidates. I've listened to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things, but I believe in Alexander Cummings. I believe in what he stands for, and all that I've learned about him. He's humble. He's dedicated. He's honest. And the way Liberia is going now, that is exactly what we need. I've been in this country for over 35 years. And I someday want to go home, take my children, and I want to be able to say, come home to come see where your mom is from. I want them to walk the streets and not have to look over their shoulders. I want them to go to bed and be able to put an air conditioner on. And if someone gets sick, we want to be able to go to the hospital and get treatment. Those basic things that we have here that we take for granted. Those are the things we're lacking in Liberia, and those are the things we need. And we know the person who can really turn things around and make the change in Liberia is Alexander B. Cummings.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you very much for being on the network. And the flower sauce.
The food.
Yes.
Don't forget, tonight it's going to be awesome. And after the event tonight, we're going back to my house.
Okay.
More palava sauce, more shish kebab, and champagne.
Okay. Thank you very much. Listen,
Thank you for having
it's
me.
very cool out here, and I'm so happy to be on in the Carolinas. And I mean, the folks over here treating us very nice. Okay, I mean, everybody right now, I mean, everybody's flying in. So for you, okay, so for I would say this to you, follow us. We've been having a little problem this morning. We're supposed to actually be on by sharp 8 o'clock. We're at the location they gave us at 7:45. And unfortunately, they said the venue would change. So they changed the venue. And I mean, the driving is not easy. We had to drive from, I think it was almost 35, 40 minutes to get. We got to get set up and do all that. That's why you see we're a little bit late with the broadcast. So we want to say sorry for the inconvenience. Now, what we want you to do is this. We're interviewing all the guys. Unfortunately, 2 of the team members will be flying in later this evening. I think they're on the way. And we want you to be the judge. Please pay key attention. If you have any questions you want to ask, anything that you are burning issues that you need to get some clarity about, one good thing the ANC did for us that I love, they gave us access to all their officials. They're not hiding anybody from us. They say you want to ask any question, anything you want, they are open to everybody. So we want to say, sit back, just put in your question, go to our page, subscribe, put a question in and let us know anything that's happening, and we'll make sure to bring you on board. And you will be able to ask, if we'll ask those questions for you. If we can bring you on, we'll be able to ask that question. Hello? Yeah, who's this? Okay, I got folks calling me. As well. So, General. Excuse me, let me call the General. Come on. How you doing? Okay, I got AKA the General here with me. And General is a complete ANC supporter. I think all of you out there know. And we in Charlotte. There's General at the meet and greet yesterday. So General, what's your take for the whole city? They talk about the meet and greet. What was your take?
I think
about
the meet and greet was nice, and we had a good time yesterday. And you were there, and you noticed that you had access to Mr. Cummings, which people think that we try to hide Mr. Cummings from people. But what most Liberians don't understand that we are part of the collaboration, so our hands are tied.
You're still on the collaboration. When people saying that they should dissolve it, they should dissolve the collaboration, you guys still talking about your part of the
I don't want to dwell on them. I'm talking about my party, my leader. We are still part of the collaboration, and we're not just going to say, oh no, as far as we're concerned, we signed a document, it's a brand name. We can't just break it up. If they want to break it up, they must be man enough to come out and say, we don't want to buy. I've not heard it from Mr. Barker, neither Ure. I'm not hearing from surrogate. And I want to say this thing clear. And you see the people in UP, the partisan, the people in the partisan in ALP, they are Liberians. They are good people. They are not the problems. Our leaders are the problem. You understand? So we must call them out because they are the ones supposed to make that decision, not the members of UP. So we can't just put everybody in the same box. We can't put everybody from ANC into the same box and start to think that they are all different. But no, we are Liberians.
Okay, let me ask you something. Yesterday, I noticed something. There was a lady yesterday who spoke about. She asked a very critical question. That she's not no partisan of the ANC. She came over here for the program, but she don't trust most of the politicians. She asked that question, and a lot of the folks around there were like, "Oh, why you asking that question? Why you do so? Why ANC the partisan always love to shy away from the facts when people trying to ask questions? They always try to beat you down and say, oh, no, don't ask that question. Why are you asking that question? Why can't you guys just allow people to ask the necessary question they want to ask? Why?
Okay, you see,
and you was there yesterday. You heard the noise. I was there. The tape.
No, I was there. But let us get the thing straight.
Okay.
People will talk, and you heard what Mr. Cummings said. He said that was a very good question.
That's correct.
He said, I cannot speak for the other politicians. I can speak for myself.
Not that that's the politician, but his partisan.
He said
because
he
people
can't
were trying
speak
to
for
shut
them.
the lady down yesterday.
No.
Okay.
People said it. I heard people were trying to say, and I was right behind Mr. Cummings.
Okay.
And I said, damn, man. You know what I mean? I said, damn. Because Liberians always do that. They feel that if you ask your candidate a question, they think it's an embarrassing question. It's not an embarrassing question. Because politicians fool us. Mr. Cummings is not a typical politician. He's a technocrat.
You always say that.
Yes.
You said that
because
yesterday.
you see politicians, according to politics, or they are politics, they lie to encourage you. But a technocrat don't lie. They will tell you the truth and say, this is what we can do. Politicians can always say, I.
Yeah, but you see,
we.
Yeah, let me come back. You just said something just now. You said
answer.
Mr. Cummings is not a regular politician.
No.
But we got a president right now who is not a regular politician, and people still complaining. So I don't know about that, but the questions she asked were very nice, and I like the way Mr. Cummings answered the question. I think people need to give folks the opportunity to ask the question because you're giving your future, your everything to somebody to become the head of a country. It's not no play. So I want to say this. I know you got to go in there. You got a business meeting to go to.
I'm leaving. I'll
Okay.
be back. Yeah.
Okay. So so you don't have to go in there, right?
No.
So what do you expect from the convention today?
Okay, the convention here today is to elect the leaders of Global. It's not about Liberia. The Global ANC Global has a leadership. So the chairman, the vice chair, the secretary, the communication people, most of them are on the ballots. So they will decide. You see, when they were calling the names in there, people from different states. So it's not like a convention for Liberia. And I always let people this thing. The party in Liberia, in America, we the members, our responsibility is to raise money to run the party back home. Getting it? This is not a place where you're going to get 10,000 people to come and stand. This is a convention. People from different states. Like you saw Greaves from Delaware. Delaware State you saw, and JY from the other side. So people representing a state. So they come here, they do the election, but our responsibility is to raise money.
Okay, so
it's to raise money, not to control the party.
How much you guys expecting to raise? Somebody told me $1 million.
They are saying $1 million, but let me be honest with you. Before, when Mr. Cummings is on the ballot, we might go $5 million.
Oh yeah?
I'm telling you, I'm not joking about it.
That's great.
Yeah, you know, you got.
I hope you guys will donate to the network.
Yeah, you got to put your mouth where your money is. My little 1 cent, another man 2 cents, and another man 50 cents will go better. Will help. We can't just sit and allow stand-up bearers all the way deep into the pocket. That is why people complain about ANC guys, and they're not looking for anything extra. There are a lot of people who want to go home. There are a lot of people looking for change. Some people it's anything because of the judicial system. Some people are there, they are ego, they want change because you know what? The Medicaid, the healthcare sector is bad, education is bad. That is why most people are desperate.
Okay, so let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sleep and I wake up. I go sleep, I wake up.
Hello everyone, my name is Rajinder Kaur. I am an ESL and citizenship facilitator at MCFS. We help adults to learn English, and we prepare them for the naturalization test. If you need any help with immigration forms, or if you want to learn English, but you want to get better opportunities here in the United States, we are here to help you. Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I'm here with Duke. You know, I want to know the Duke name. But everybody call you Duke.
Everybody call me Duke.
Yeah,
Everybody
I came
call
in
me
town
Russian.
yesterday, and they told me that the happiness is gonna be to after the meet and greet.
Duke House.
Go to Duke House.
Yeah.
And they gave me the address, but I was
Yeah.
so exhausted. But one thing I will tell you that I was well taken care of yesterday.
That's ANC.
Yeah, they took care of me, and it was nice. It was just nice yesterday.
Thank you. Thank
so,
you.
You live in the Carolinas, and I know you guys been planning the thing for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. What you guys expect to achieve?
Look, everything we do here, the intent is to focus on Liberia, right? And so what we're hoping to achieve, we definitely want to raise some money tonight. But there's this momentum about Mr. Cummings, right? And we want to build on that. We want to tell people, look, Mr. Cummings is the way forward. The diaspora is completely around him in support. And that's why you see ANC partisans from all over here. And you've been here, you've seen it. Pretty impressed, right? Yeah. I've seen people that I did not even know were ANC partisans.
I was shocked yesterday because I flew in yesterday at the airport. With a lot of folks were coming in, and they were like, "Oh, you here for the convention? We heard about you. You guys are the one with the hot mic. You're the one, stuff like that."
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of folks. I mean, I know a lot of people are in for the program this evening.
Yeah, they are, and supportive, right? And they've driven all over, just to be here. So we want to, be able to be impactful in Liberia, support Mr. Cummings in whatever way possible, make sure that ANC Global remains a dominant force in our diaspora battle politics. And so these are the things that we're looking for. But tonight, we're going to put on a show.
Okay, let me ask you something, too. Yeah. One thing I observe you a whole lot on Facebook. I noticed that whenever something critical come on in Liberia, and Mr. Cummings says something, you guys always come back and start fighting. What is the fighting? I spoke to Mr. Cummings, and Mr. Cummings is very cool, quiet. What's going on with the fight, with the partisan?
Listen.
What's going on?
Listen, ANC's
folks
people
always say ANC folks got serious issue.
Nah.
What is the problem?
Listen, right. Look, you'll see this weekend, right? We're good people. In politics, right, these things happen. You're here, Democrat, Republican, right? You saw people who were against Trump and the Democrat, right? You can't really control that, right? They're a passionate base of people. Yeah. The most important thing, though, we're passionate about Liberia, right? But for me, in Liberian politics, you have to be bold, right? And so that's what we're there. But we're not looking to continue to keep on the fights and aspiring and what have you, but we want to make sure to let people know ANC partisans, they're open-minded people. This is all social media stuff. Things will get there. But it doesn't mean that because Duke had a conversation with you on social media, that means when he sees you in person, he's not going to talk to you. So
I thought you was a very tall guy, but looking at you.
I'm taller than you, though.
Okay, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
The word around, or on the street, what we're hearing, is dissolve the CPP. What's your take on that?
Look, I'm going to follow my political leader's cue on this one. The Liberian people want the CPP.
You guys got a school you go to that they tell you what to say?
No, listen. The Liberian people want the CPP to work. And this is why Mr. Cummings remains committed to the collaborating political parties. And think about it. The ANC has made a lot of different decisions in the CPP. Number one, the Nimba primary in Kipmount, right? All of those places that were supposed to be for the ANC, right? Due to the overall objective, the goals, right? We went and said, let's step aside, let's make it work. We're going to make this thing work. But I'll tell you this, though, and I want to go on record and say this. Nobody can defeat Mr. Cummings at a CPP primary. I'm not saying it to be politically whatever.
Why are you so confident?
I am confident because I know.
You're not on the ground.
No.
You're not on the ground. Why are you so confident?
I'm here, but I work on the ground because I have Jim, right? The youth movement that I mentor those young people for the ANC. Okay. But let me say this. Mr. Cummings has done so much over the past couple of months and years, right? In the CPP, at that primary, there's nobody that's actually running to lead the CPP that's going to defeat him at a primary. Anybody who tell you that, it's just all bluff. He's going to win the primary. We're going to stay together, and we'll make sure that the ANC and Mr. Cummings is on the ballot in 2023. But I'm confident, man. Trust me. We're going to stay in the CPP, and it's going to work for us.
Listen, I want to say this is Duke. I just met Duke, and it was good to pull him over, talk to him a little bit. I watched this guy, and he's been getting it and going at it on Facebook. And I just love all of them. The ANC, the Unity Party, all the guys are wonderful, wonderful guys. And the Lrtn is live. We're going to be live today. We're going to be carrying this program, the whole entire program. I always say this. We belong to no political party. We serve the Liberian people. We want you to be the judge. Keep watching. Keep following us. And don't forget to donate. The Cash App is going to be on the screen. Let me put the Cash App there. Maybe I'm going to get something right now. The Cash App is on the screen. Cash App something to that number because we're getting around. We're running all around. This itself, we're doing everything ourselves. So all we need from you guys is just to support us and let us know. And we're going to be here to Duke. Yeah. And I'm hoping too that you will be able to donate to the network too.
Yes, we'll
donate to the network.
I will follow up with you.
And he's on camera for saying that.
to all our people in the diaspora, other political parties and stuff. Look, I know things get really tense on social media. It's politics that happens. But I want you to understand, just because we have some kind of political spiral on social media doesn't mean that we're not Liberians. Okay. And if something unfortunate happens to you, that Duke's not going to be there or we're not going to be supportive as Liberians. The reason why we push Mr. Cummings is because we believe that Liberia deserves better, right? And this is about the 5 million people in Liberia. So I'm highly encouraging all of you. Let's think about our country and let's think about one thing. Who is most qualified to take Liberia out of the economic issues that we have? Is Alexander Cummings. So I welcome you, non-partisan, whatever you are, non-position, come and join the ANC.
Okay, thank you very much for doing that.
I appreciate it, okay?
So people, thank you very much for watching. Listen, we're open to everybody today. If you have the opportunity, you're in Charlotte, and you're going to be at the convention, call us, let us know. If you're a leader, a community leader in the Charlotte area, and you want to give folks the opportunity to tell us what's going on in Charlotte, North Carolina, call us, let us know. Right now, the time is still early, and the program is going to be this evening. So we're going to be in Charlotte. We're getting ready to go all around the place, give you some other views and things that are happening. Our other team members are going to be here very shortly. And it's cold out here, but we're over here trying to make things work. And we just want you to keep following us. We say bravo to everybody. Tell us, criticize us, tell us what we're doing wrong and what we're doing right. Just keep following us. And we want to say thank you for watching. And I guess we'll see you again.
My name is Gore Kamara. I'm the director for the Adult Education Program, Multicultural Community Family Services. And we service this community together with the greater area in Philadelphia. Everything that has to do with adult education, we try to provide here or give direction to subsidiaries.